Hello, I'm Vershawn Funderburg, and I just wanted to introduce myself to some and say hello to others. But I wanted to come out to kind of give you guys more clarity on what exactly this passion-driven challenge is all about. Okay, so let me start. First things first. Let me tell you what it is and what it is not. Okay, so basically, this is a Dreamers boot camp. Okay, so either you're gonna put up or shut up. No excuses allowed in this process. You have come here or have said that you were interested in being a part of this challenge because A, you have this idea that you want to turn into a profit, or you have already a passion based business that maybe you've hit a roadblock of some sort and you just need clarity or ideas on how to expand. Okay, or you have a passion-based business and maybe you just want to you're doing great, but you want to find out more ways that you can maybe, you know, be doing business better than what you already are, or you just want to gain, you want to join be a part of a network of people that can help you, okay, get more resources and obviously get more eyeballs on what you're doing. And then ultimately you gain an income from doing so, right? So that's who have come or have said that you're interested in being a part of this challenge. I would imagine. I can't imagine anybody else saying that they would be a part of a passion-driven challenge if they're not interested or, don't have anything that they're passionate about, right? But the first thing that we will discuss is clarifying, okay? Clarifying exactly what the passion is and establishing our goals. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we establish goals in this process so that you aren't on the path of someone else and vice versa. Okay, so everybody will be on their own paths and exploring their own careers and industries as it relates to their passion. So let's make that very clear. Okay, we're not on the same path, but what we will be doing is having a weekly discussion of talking about things that we already are doing in our businesses and how we can expand again in our own businesses and how we can help each other. So with that said, if you're already working a full-time job, but you're trying to figure out how are you going to be able to do something daily and weekly as a part of this process, well, think about it like this. Just like Jim Rohn said, you work full-time on your job and you work part-time on your future. Okay, so if you're having trouble organizing your life to do such, then we need to discuss that as well, because that's a problem. Yes, we all have families and we all have our businesses, and then we're working, and then, we're doing all of these great things, but we have to find time to work on our future. Okay, now, if your bank account is looking a little slim, okay, and you want to figure out how to gain more income by leveraging your passion, again, here is the challenge for you to join. But first, let me tell you who I will not be working with. I will not be working with like-minded individuals that are not hardworking, okay, do not have the work ethic, or are not willing to invest in their future, okay, because there's education that comes a part of being a part of any business. And if you aren't willing to do the research and do the work that it takes to be a part of the industry and be successful, then you cannot be a part of this challenge, because you're going to bring the morale down of other people that are actually working hard to do what they need to do and that are a part of our network. So again, those are the people that are not determined, people who are just looking for some get rich scheme overnight, because this will not be an overnight process. Okay, so this process will take you at least 30 days. So here's our motto though. Our motto is it takes the motivation to get you started, but it's the habit that keeps you going. Okay, so if we're motivating each other and we're doing this daily, and you're doing your daily assignments, you're making your weekly meetings via Google Hangout is how we'll be meeting, and you're doing what it takes to be successful in your business, then you won't have to worry about, oh, well, what about when this process is over, and then what am I going to do? Well, you've already created the habit, so there's no problem in you keeping going. Okay, so at that point during this process, you would have already learned how to create duplication and how to delegate duties and to outsource and things like that, so that you aren't going to burn yourself out doing all of the things that it takes to make your business successful. And that's all a part of what we will be working on again in this passion driven challenge. Okay, so either you're gonna stick to your guns. Okay, again, you put up or you shut up. No excuses allowed. No excuses allowed. So, also, the very first part of this process is clarifying exactly what your passion-based business is, what your ideas are that you want to turn into a profit, and things of that sort. And if you already know that, then we'll start with some other things with you. Okay, so we'll make a little modification for you. Maybe we'll go ahead and take you to the next step. But for the majority of you that don't know exactly what you want to do, you have several different things that you're great at, but you want to figure out what would be the best route for you to take to gain income. All right. So, which is another thing that we'll talk about as well. Obviously, we have to make money off of these passions. I mean, there's no way we could just dream of them and not generate any income. So, we'll also be talking about how to generate income from these great ideas or from these things that we're already working on. How we're going to generate more income if you've already gained some form of profit from the things the products or the services that you provide. Okay, so with that said, in that process, we obviously have to work on the mindset. Okay, so there's the whole mindset that we have to be in a particular mind frame in order to create the success that we want, right? So in order to create the mindset, there are some personal development things that we have to work on that will possibly help you be more organized in your daily life, that will help you be able to understand how you're going to, because you may be running around and you're really busy. And a lot of us are busy, but we're really not busy, right? But we think we're busy, but we're really not busy. So it's just that our mind is so cluttered. Our mind is busy, but our body isn't busy. Okay, so we and possibly again, that's all due to your mindset. So we're gonna go ahead and get in, like I said, work on some personal development things, tap into some books and audios and things like that we'll be discussing together. And your family will thank you for it. To be honest, they'll thank you for it, because you'll, believe it or not, you'll start to see the light, the light at the end of the tunnel, because we're going to learn how to think about what the results are. What are the goals that we have? What are the results that we want to have? And we're going to go for that. That's what's at the end of the tunnel. That's what we're shooting for, because we have to understand our why. Okay? Why are we doing this? And then we're going to go after that. Okay, that's going to be our drive. That's going to be our motivation. But again, our motto here in this process is motivation gets you going, but the habit, okay, motivation gets you started, but the habit is what keeps you going. So we're creating habit here. Okay, we're creating habit in this challenge. We're motivating each other, and we're networking across, or we're doing cross networking, because a lot of us have different passions across different industries. Okay, we obviously know that my passion is dance, and everything that it has to do with that, teaching adults, teaching kids, whatever that takes. But I run my mouth, and I know a lot of people because I run my mouth. And that's what some of you like that, but we all have our weaknesses and our strengths, and so we're gonna just kind of use those, leverage, to kind of share with each other, so that we all can gain different things from different people. Okay, because sometimes we don't have those circles amongst our friends, and sometimes our friends and family, they tell us one thing, yeah, that's great, but then everything is fine with them because everything that we do is great. But we need to talk to some people that are that was going to be honest, that's going to be honest with us and be sincere about us being successful and what that's going to take. Okay, so now if you are not willing to do exactly what I'm asking you to do in terms of being a part of this process, then it's not for you. Okay, so first things, as part of this process, you will have to purchase a $25 blog. Okay, so there's this company that I'm a part of. It's called Empower Network, and the things that I learned from online marketing is through the educational tools that they provide. And so those are the tools that I use, and those are the tools that we'll use together. Okay, so yes, there's no fee for my services as coaching you, but there is a fee for the tools that we'll be using as part of this process, and you will benefit from them. I promise you that, because I'm standing before you today to tell you that they are great products. And again, so the very first thing that we'll be doing is to purchase the $25 viral blogging system. And basically with that, we'll be learning SEO, and we'll be learning about Google rankings and things like that. But we'll be using the blog during this process pretty much as a journal. Yes, we'll be doing some SEO blogs and things like that, maybe one or two a week. But we will also be journaling on there. No, we won't be just doodling our ideas, but we'll actually be formulating different things that we'll be discussing, and you'll be kind of just kind of formulating them onto your blog, where you're creating content, so that when people go to Google different things, then your content will come up and they'll find you. So this is how we'll be branding you while we're in the background getting your business together, because people, if they like you, if they know you, they'll buy from you. Period, point blank. Your product doesn't have to be the best product on the market, but as long as you obviously want to make, just morally, you want to make a very good product. But at the end of the day, there's already somebody. You're not inventing a wheel. There's already somebody else out there that are already selling this particular product that you're making. Okay, what sets you aside is you. And we're going to start off just branding you. Again, journaling through that blog. So you're going to need that $25 blog. Okay, if you don't have $25 to get the blog, then you're probably not one of the people that need to be a part of this process, because that's what it's going to take. Again, it's the education. Okay, it's the education, things you'll have to invest in order to get started in your business. Again, this is not a get rich overnight success story that we're going to work on. Okay, it's going to take some work. Trust me, it's going to take some work. But again, we're working on the future. Yes, we have jobs, but we're working on the future. Okay, so think about that. And so just moving forward, just make sure you first go ahead and click that link that's right there on the screen or at the bottom. You're going to click the link, and it should say, the link should take you to where you can purchase the blogging system. Or depending on at what point in time you view this video, it's either going to take you to the blogging system so you can get started with us, or it's going to take you to a page where you have to put in your email address in order to get in with us and to get more information about this challenge. Okay, so depending on when you view this video, you may have one or two links below this video. So I want you to go ahead and click on the link that's below the video and go ahead and join me, Vershawn Funderburk, in this passion-driven challenge. Thank you so much for even at this point becoming a part of this process, or being interested rather in becoming a part of this process. I know that you will be successful. I know it because I will make sure you will get motivated so that you can create that habit to keep it going. I know it. Just lock arms with me. Go ahead and get that blog that you need to get started, and I will see you again at our very first hangout. All right, so thanks again, guys. Don't forget to click the link. And if you have not already, join my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/passion driven with no vowels. Okay, passion driven with no vowels on Facebook. And I thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.